set up at the moment is, yes, you can go and replay it, watch all the video and play it again. It's not set up so it replicates the original
real
time. Okay, you just click the next.
Oh, next.
Yeah. We could, again, that's something we could do if there was a demand. Mostly, the demand for seeing it in real time is kind of on the, in our live, is sort of in real time. People are going to go back a day later and see.
Imagine if I were playing on a team, I would be interested to see the opponents that I would eventually be playing.
You're interested to see what class they play?
Yeah. I mean, not for a hand that I'm going to play, but just literally what happened at their table.
Oh yeah, everyone wants to see that.
Yeah.
They're less interested in the exact time.
Between this and calls. Yeah.
That's
why I was trying to get it on my phone.
Right.
And also if you're in a team of 6, then quite often the pair's not playing watching what you've got. Anyway, so they'll see it playing in real time.
They do that. That's what they do.
Well, some do, some don't. I mean, some people will say, no, this is your time off. Relax. Go for a walk.
Thinking about other people's friends.
We're at the table, I'm just, sitting in the non-voting table.
All right. I want to know what's going on. I want to know now.
Would you mind if I took your...
Yeah, yesterday.
I put it out.
And then I down there.
My autocorrect does not want photograph.
It's got B-U-G-R-A.
It just wants to correct it.
L-T-C. And Mr. Lang is our...
Andy.
There was somebody that was funny. Oh, yeah.
Surname is Bowles. That's B-O-W.
Who said S-C-H-N-U-C-K.
Email is Andy. That's real British. R-E-A-L-B-R-S-H-E.
And you know...
Dot online.
Oh, okay.
Well, we launched in 2020.
Wait, dot
Dot
online?
online,
You started in 2020?
Yeah,
Very good time.
It was, yeah. Anyway, but unfortunately, realbridge.com is already be owned by somebody.
All right, so you're dot online. Good thing I checked.
But it's really easy. It's right there, one of these companies.
They just hold on to it.
I guess we could try FileID. Anyway, yeah, so we launched in 2020. You're right, it was a very good time. So we had, so we're mainly a player platforms, people. Like, so for instance, VBO, we have built it into it here. It's much more for...
So you can Zoom with your players.
So we try to make it as close to real life.
I've heard about you, I just haven't explored it. I will.
Yeah.
So our website is realbridge.online. So
are you the ones that are actually now banked by ACBL?
But then I have this nice little snack.
And we're,
But then
yeah,
there's
so-
all the other stuff to remember.
yeah, 2020 was a significant launch, as you say. So we spread across the world, but not North America. Because
Right. And do you also do the, for the European tournament?
yes,
Too?
so so there are, so during the pandemic, there was some language set up.
Yeah, which room I will again. You know who's clear? I'm going to sit for 20 minutes.
It's not here, yeah, the European Christian League have a website. They run events. They run online events. So, a few weeks ago, there was a European Seniors Tactics so they run like EVO.
So I could see those in real time.
Yeah,
On
so,
your platform.
yeah, again, it's the same principle. This time, do that as well. Okay.
You guys have to be right?
I don't know where to go.
That. I hear your decision.
Major
Yeah, I heard it.
major
Right.
Okay. No, that's fine.
What do you deny when you did that?
Not always, only except at dealer favor.
You said what?
This stuff doesn't apply at dealer favor.
Where you? Or when that. Ja. Wie met meer dan? Ah ja, dat wil ik. Ja. Kijk. Nee.
Oh, shoot!
Very right. Good enough.
Put 15 off.
And your one?
One of these are usually more than there's some situations where these things
Yeah, it's about.
if I ask you, Still need to stack. Are they still saying it's gonna be? No, they didn't. They finished.
I was looking down here. Well, they're not in the room. Yeah, they're probably around the corner. They're not in the room. Yeah, gotta get rid of them.
I mean, I already did the third quarter, I haven't done it.
You got a phone here.
Yeah, they're here, they're right here, right? I just need to get up and talk to them. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Thank you,
And don't leave, please, hang out.
There's funny.
Do we have, there are no scores posted.
I don't think we need blueberries, right?
Yeah, but.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Wait, I.
Hey, guys, please take it out for me, I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
All I can do is put it, all I can do is prepare it, we're not going anywhere. Hold on, right, I want to cover. The grand, the bill, yeah, you
Going downstairs. Yes.
Dropping my serving hands.
I think it's nice.
9:30 tomorrow.
Oh.
Downstairs.
Oh. Good thing tomorrow.
Yes.
Early on with Marcin.
No, McKenzie
How many
said,
years?
well, I was just finding out, there were 22 the last time. And
Only
that's what I wanted to
22?
talk to you about. Enjoy my little talk about how we feel about what's going on. Because I've been asking.
You guys play well. Oh, this is my heart, actually, so you will play.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, my friend did.
Give me a losing option. Play with a percentage line, you know? It's not that bad, really. It's not good. Setting me up. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got handy?
Weird.
There's, I think, 2 more ounces.
They're on the, they might have been on the director's table earlier. But, yeah.
Yeah, what's that, that's
That was but I really.
I'm sure the bottom of potential.
Oh, yeah. You will say no.
All right, where are we here?
Well, we are missing Raj.
I'm gonna call my mom. Raj isn't here yet. Call me. All right.
Yeah, well, we all,
Hi, No, Andrew not here?
The other team is here.
So who are you guys missing?
Raj is going to go to Pam.
Pam?
Oh, No.
I can.
Every match was close in the last quarter.
They're all,
Yeah, single digits or 10, 15.
Yeah.
When their slabs are going down and yours are behind, it's hard to, anyone to be,
Raj is one of the national.
Yeah.
You know, Raj is one of the national. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, a national?
Yeah.
But she wouldn't be pleased. She would be, she's definitely.
Nice match, everybody.
Thank you.
Your team is in here. They're
There.
yeah.
Thanks.
You guys can take
Right,
take time. Take time.
We're
We're waiting for Roger and Marcin.
I know, we're missing two from this side.
Aaron and Marcin? Where did Aaron and Marcin go? They want to be.
Yes.
You wanted to find out if Aaron and Mark.
You know where they went?
Does anybody have Aaron's overseas cell phone?
Yeah, it looks like they're 5 or 7 on the lines are breaking down. I mean, the big picture.
Well, we gotta hurry up, we get down there, 6:30 coming up, we've got to.
Yeah.
We've got to get off, and imagine he's supposed to.
That was just fine. Did Morgan say anything?
Oh, he didn't say anything.
Maybe I can take with their phone,
Well, I think we'll be good. I mean,
or maybe you can ask to the restaurant of the cost.
Do I go one?
I think we'll be okay, we've got 20 minutes still.
Hello? Wait. Ready to go? In the same area. Same area, where is it? Yeah. He's coming up. Okay, whatever, go out. He's got the side.
That was the most painful end of the day for me.
Oh, you're talking about that thing that's legal.
That's over with the trustee.
The first show.
We're doing it again.
All right, we ready? Better. All right, so we got metal this year, we're doing, actually, we're starting doing all the metal, whether it's metal.
Oh, wow.
Inaugural.
The inaugural metal.
Inaugural.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Picture, please. Okay.
Thank you.
Make sure.
Hello.
You want this?
No.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I agree.
Photos.
Yeah, you need to be very, very clear, otherwise it's.
The medals are a key part of this?
Yeah.
We can take the medals off.
Yeah, these are.
Oh, no? Okay, sure. Okay.
All right.
The official one.
Yeah, okay.
Andy, come over here. Yeah.
Oh, I wanna hug Andy.
Yeah, put your- Okay. You want me to-
Get in here, Andy.
Okay, we need to be inside the room. And,
This might be a problem, I'm broad.
Inside the blue. You gotta find that way.
Inside the
Stop,
blue.
stop,
Oh.
okay, squeeze together.
Do you want that way?
No,
No, she wants.
Okay,
more
just
for-
like-
she wants this. Oh, the other one. No, it's not,
She's
very, this is what she wants.
Don't move, okay?
Lauren?
Okay, perfect. Don't move.
No.
No, come on, come on.
Okay.
They need new medals. This is what we decided. How many of these did you pre-order?
Hundreds.
No.
At least it's not. Okay, look here, please. Wait, don't move because the other two is.
Look here, please. Look here.
All right, everybody move!
Wait. Thank you so much.
All right, now, maybe we can take a photo on
Yeah.
my camera.
Without these medals?
Who's your first one? I was on, so you're, that's great. That's great.
You take
I
your
don't know,
time.
my medals in my pocket already.
Okay.
Congrats.
Oh, you took somebody else? All right.
All right, so that's
Next
like.
to line.
All right, well then,
Oh,
okay, guys.
second.
So send me one quickly, because I will send some to my.
Yeah, exactly. They send it to your account.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Fan club.
We weren't in the crowd. We were in the class, he was here a second ago.
Who?
He went to the restroom maybe. Oh,
Everybody got the mother, right?
Yeah.
My hair is. I am a what's that?
Yeah, I think I'm going to call Doug, he's talking to.
It's gonna be time for a question for you soon.
What?
I have a question for you for 2 seconds.
The question is good.
Good?
Yeah.
I want to solve it.
Sandy says wrote in. Santiago Assembly, he was one of the New Rock guys.
Yeah.
We played him. We played him in.
They're ready? They're ready, let's get out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going? All right. Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Haji. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
The other thing is we have
Okay, well, thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it very quick.
All right, we're doing. First and second, and that's how much we're doing last week.
Oh, God.
Okay, so.
No.
You're Marcin, Marcin. Nice to meet you.
You need to be inside the booth,
What?
inside the microphone.
What do we want to be,
You have to be on the.
You have to be in the booth.
Queen Scanner.
She's very particular about her message here, which they display two different ways, so she's very picky.
This one? Waiting out.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Look here, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, that's fine.
And they use with emerald.
How did the test go? It goes. Redwood? It goes what I wanted. Okay. And then I have it, it's all in the street.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
I was working 16 hours a day.
No.
When it decided to flow, I was.
You needed some more work.
Now I have to work. But I would like it to eventually start really working. Yeah, of course. I used to do practice and things like that. I'm not sure what the conditions are going to be like where you are, the conditions that, it's going to be bad. Yeah, I lose one day because
Yeah, so
I figure it out, I go.
That's left one.
The quality of the video, and it still has record the car, we got some space.
Sorry, Chris.
It sort of wasn't, I don't know, it was one of those days that, yeah, obviously put one boy at we were talking about the fourth quarter, you know, we were going, and I said, I already have a team, I would put my best defenders against Boyd and Christian. I think there might well be a lot of bidding in the fourth quarter. They're down 50. All right, how did you make 6 items?
No, they give a rough stuff. They give a rough stuff.
Oh, because I was thinking.
You actually have the hard give rough.
Isn't it?
You don't have like a compound squeeze?
Yeah,
but it's not as
good necessarily as, well.
I just at our table, he always found it, then you had a king of hearts, I just said, the king of hearts. The king of hearts, we went and done a bit of heart up.
Right.
And he went and, I hope that now he had a queen of clubs.
I mean, in theory, it's cold, but, you
I had
know,
to read the ending.
but we couldn't even figure out how to make it. What do you want for
Yeah,
it?
if you wrap it up in all the diamonds had it. Both of them need to keep the club.
Yes, but I mean, you can make it,
I just.
no matter what you want, you can make it. And I couldn't,
Like the
my camel, I was looking at his hand, it's like.
I had him and squeeze, and he had to spit. Keep him in space.
Wait, how do you and play squeeze?
You're defending India, like, it's not broken.
Right.
I didn't realize.
Right, and what else?
I thought it was some sort of like. It goes down to this part.
Yeah.
Check it, part, go to the and then he has to give you glove.
I don't do that. Yeah, and they both have to keep 3 gloves.
Yeah. Go to the 10 line first and squeeze first.
So what would last?
Yeah.
So when she made it on the compound squeeze, I said, that was really.
Hardly it wouldn't be a compound squeeze, it would just be.
Since my camel and I
Right.
couldn't make it with the off forehand, if you made it at the table like that.
Right, but hardly.
I mean, I
If you're at 10 to 1 heart.
You can't be here, it really.
Again, it's like basically, he has to just, well, he's gonna play, with the, so the king leader has cards over the ace king of clubs.
Yes.
It's
Fair, I mean,
Doesn't he just like throw it
One.
out?
why? How do you, I mean, I don't even see quite how to make it.
Oh, I see, no, because he doesn't rectify it, yeah.
Like, the problem is you have to lose a trick, and
Well, no,
it's
like,
not obvious what.
Well, there's a weird.
Yeah, if they lose a heart, that's certainly.
I know that hard, well, they were playing a system where.
Right, they let it
They
stay.
did well, but our table, they did.
So I think, so it must be one of these, you pitch a club from, you win the opening heart.
Right.
You don't even have to win the opening heart.
But if you lose a heart, I mean,
If you lose a heart, then
if
it's
you
just.
lose a heart, it has to be over, right? Because you have ace and one heart, opposite a heart, and you can't squeeze, I mean, they can both hold spades, so how could you possibly?
What if that one of these?
You might have to rectify the counter.
Well, you can't pick you can't do it. If you duck the heart, you can't do it.
But.
You can't duck the heart, you can't do it.
Ace and one opposite.
Can I switch the club?
It's more, so the
Oh,
only
you just switch to a spade.
ace left
No, I
are
don't know.
spades
That'll definitely be enough.
and clubs, and they can both
I don't
hold
know.
spades, so I don't see how
Why?
it would work, right?
How do you squeeze guys with the 10-9 third clubs behind the king, ace, king, third?
Depending on what they pitch.
Well, you have to pick some dummies, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm just.
I don't think.
You're gonna have to pick the
Can't do
club
one of
spade.
these.
No, it's not
Yeah.
gonna work.
So anyway, so we haven't been able to figure out, but I gather Aaron has figured it out.
No, they post on Big Bridge winners.
Oh, they did, oh.
Don't put in a double dummy solver.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
One of these
okay.
hands.
You don't put in a double
Sometimes on
dummy.
these hands. Or the
Yeah.
jack club.
It's one of these weird things we want.
Yes,
Where
right,
you can just pitch a club from dummy. and
right.
Keep ace four at the spade.
If you're cashing the last, dummy has 18 third of clubs.
Right.
A spade and the 10 of hearts.
Right.
In the end.
Right.
Okay?
I thought it'd be a crisscross.
18 third, a spade,
Oh.
10 of hearts, and you cash the last prop.
Right,
Right.
So the person with the queen third of clubs
right,
can't keep hot, can't.
They have to unguard either heart or
right.
Or spade, right? So
Right.
that means right has to pitch down to a club,
Right.
and you're in your hand, you just leave the jack of clubs.
But I don't think, and what's he worried about? I mean, and what's he worried about being squeezed out of your right-hand opponent? He has the
The 10-9 third,
of clubs.
10-9 is jack eight.
No, fine, so he has to hold a club, so what can't he hold?
Well, the thing is, your partner has to, the other guy has to have given up one of the suits, right?
I guess. You
Yeah.
mean,
The guy, on the last trump, the guy in front, it's,
Right.
as you're playing,
what was led, a heart or a spade?
I let a heart, but I might be, I don't know. You got done, but let's say they're the equivalent of the
Right.
other. You have the 10 of hearts, the spade, and 3 clubs, that you're playing your second to last, no, your last trump,
Yeah.
right? So he has to keep, if he pitches he can't pitch the spade, you pitch the heart from dummy.
Right.
Right?
Right,
If he pitches the spade, he can't pitch the spade.
right.
If he pitches the heart,
I can just, he has to, both have to keep 3 clubs, and one
Right.
card each, and I can just amplify him in the ones, in the suits he has.
if he doesn't keep one and
If
one.
he keeps,
No,
if he keeps
no,
the spade, and he keeps the heart, and the club to the ace, and amplify him in spade.
Right, so you can always do that, and
But I just need to
if
guess
he,
who has to queen, how the clubs are.
but it's playing for 10-9, this only
Yeah.
works with the
I mean,
10-9
I don't
on
think
your
we're
heart.
ever gonna play that way, by the way. I
No,
think-
I thought
No.
it was the same for the king of hearts and queen of clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
right,
the
I
king
mean,
of hearts
it
was
just
empty.
like seemed like, and
Because
that's
we
why
encourage hearts immediately.
Right, well, our table,
Can't take
our-
you
hearts
would
and
think
the
you
heart
figure
clubs
out
from
how
dummy,
you
so.
could make it. Why in the world would you not
on one,
take just a
their
normal
option has
Like what
artificial
we
hearts
have here.
along the way. so
Right.
that's
You might want to win the hand of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
As I said, our
Well, you guys are really in the
artificial
right
hearts been
spot.
doubled, and I actually,
values, by the way.
I actually was
It
discussing.
looked like a 5 or 7 hand,
It-
but on a club deal, it was done in 5.
It was a 5 or 7.
Right, well, that's what I actually discussed this, I was in the Geograph for like 5 minutes,
Right.
so I stopped by, and this hand came up,
Right.
right there. And one thing I said is, I won't complain if they bid 7, because it's certainly the right percentage contract. If you look at these 2 combined hands, and if they
Of
get,
course.
and if our opponents, and if our teammates get to the right contract, looking at the 2 hands,
Right.
it's not gonna be elephant.
I mean, so that's 30 imps, I mean, at least,
Yeah.
Well,
even if nothing else had changed, it would still be 30 imps, right? Well,
no,
I don't know.
it was 14 and 11, 25. If they bid, if 7 made.
Oh, if it made.
Yeah, if it made, it would be,
25.
right, so you'd be back
Then we'd be
in,
playing.
in the match.
We would be playing, we wouldn't be happy.
I mean, I'm not saying
If
you
it was
would
52, we'd probably play.
be a favorite, but at least.
Well, there are obviously a lot of things that were decisions.
Right.
We had a lot of really big decisions that were a lot of ifs.
But I mean, I guess I didn't feel that you guys got outplayed They made a bunch of mistakes, you make some mistakes, people, but a lot of these swings, I think more and more, are sort of luck, how the hand has come up, what finesses wins. I mean, you won't know that.
like precision showed well for them.
Right, the two club precision one was a big swing.
Right, so I'm saying, but it's a little, it's not like everyone here.
Although we, maybe, I thought we both did reasonable on that hand, although it could have maybe,
Yeah, I
And
think.
you could have judged it, but it was much harder on your option.
Yes.
But when the system makes it, when my teammates have a lot harder, told even my opponents do,
Yeah.
I'm like, always like, well, that's.
Well, there were a number, there were a few.
Queen, but it's marginal to open and constructive.
I couldn't go through all, I don't analyze all that, I did look at that.
We did run things that, they opened the dive, another one.
I mean, I'm not saying you should have, I'm not saying what you're gonna do it, and I was proved wrong, which I.
So what did you think? Did you see the hand I had from the second quarter? I wasn't sure.
What,
Queen jack
one,
nine, six, queen one, three small jack.
I thought you were brilliant.
Really? I was right. I wasn't sure it was brilliant.
I think it was
Queen
really
jack,
good.
six, queen one, three low jack one.
Yeah.
Red, I don't know if they were bad. He opens a club, I get a spade, he was in.
You know?
I get three.
It just.
And I caught 10 and 1.
I probably, if I was gonna do that, I'd probably go through two clubs, diamond, three notes, just for the hell of it.
Right.
It's not a good hand if you have the low doubles from somewhere.
Yeah.
But
I could have done that, but
And
I looked, and it was certainly the
Like
best game.
doubled or not doubled, which is not good for you.
Well, two clubs with the suit that he opened, so it's not.
Oh, I
that
see,
much.
yeah, right.
So that's the advantage,
Right.
it's whatever.
But anyway,
But I chose a good three, no, maybe I should go to clubs two.
Very nice, Reno is in the right spot.
I don't know, what was, the other?
The other hand had 10 and 1, ace, king, third, queen, jack, fourth, king, 10, fourth. So fourth
So-
spades is really bad, but called.
Right.
Ace, because diamonds are 3-3, ace, queen, clubs on side, ace, king, of diamonds is on side, king, spades on side.
This is in the first part?
Second.
Second.
It was one of the few
That's
boards we
right,
won.
that's right.
One time.
We won tennis, they
Yeah, I was very careful there. Ross showed a maximum hand with two spades and he lined up in three spades.
That was a conservative choice, but it was the right evaluation for spades, it was real, four spades was really bad.
And he knew the clubs was on side of, or it opposite clubs.
Maybe he didn't know it's more than the king.
No, it's button,
Yeah. But he could have taken another push.
yeah, he showed a maximum hand with two spades.
Right, but his partner already showed an invitation, now he has a maximum of two spades with the king, club well placed, maybe he could go. Or try three now, so then, king has fourth of clubs, maybe he's supposed to try three now.
Look, like in the Flannery hand, I would say you make slam and Flannery like one time.
No, I mean, I have to admit, I would tilt it up pretty good.
Well, let's
That
see,
was not good.
yeah, so I mean, you can, I don't know your method, but you could have tried to slam for sure.
Yeah.
What happened like right before that? I have no idea.
Three out of three.
Yeah.
And-
I didn't get did you see the hand from the first set where they had, stiff jack, stiff queen,
Right,
king jack 10-7, king 10-4, they're white and red, and opens a club.
right,
It was two clubs by
Doesn't sound
Rod,
good.
right,
Sounds like you're playing tomorrow.
right.
two diamonds,
Right,
two hearts,
right,
three clubs by partner.
Right.
Four hearts in right,
right,
you get five clubs,
right,
goes past five hearts.
wow,
You're white on red. Even weird, actually, you have like 7-4
Yeah.
in the minors, but you have 10 high card points of
a
all.
lot of high cards went for this stuff.
So I was trying to say, I was trying to say, sacrifice clubs. You know what's funny? I decided not to.
Right.
But if Gavin had bid, I would have bid. If it was Raj who bid it, and that made me.
I see.
That made me.
And they get the heart?
They get the hearts.
Well,
And made 650.
I mean, I know, in terms of the big hand, I'm trying to think what happened in this.
And I could have reopened with a double, I guess, but it was like.
I understand. I look, the auction was much, as I said, when the auction's different and much harder, I think it was right to bid 5 hearts on the auction for Raj on that auction we had. His
Yeah.
partner free bid 2 hearts.
Yes.
You know, it's just like, could just make, you could have ace 4 of
Yeah.
hearts now or something.
Yeah.
You know, or ace third might get, you know.
Yep.
I think I would bid with that hand.
Yeah.
But I don't, that's what I was thinking, but then when I looked at the auction, I was like, well, let's see what the auction was at their table. And I looked, I was like, yeah, that's much harder,
Yeah.
you know, and when it's
The problem is if he passed, I
It's
think,
hard for me-
unfortunately, like at other vulnerabilities, I would double, which to me is more like offense. The problem is when they're favorable, to me, double is more like defense. It's like, okay, whatever, I could have just ace king fifth, or,
Yeah, so the price going down, they might just be stacking.
Right, exactly, I just have to double, so I don't think he's in practice ever gonna bid when he did bid the first time, because it worked out, because we,
What happens?
Basically, for the hearts and shows the bid or something.
Is, so when the hand they make 4 spades against you when you open the weak 2 bit. So when Queen of Hearts card, what did you play?
Queen of Hearts to the 8. I encouraged. With the 9, though, I sort of thought that might have some, like, we don't play.
Right,
We don't
play
code
standard
it.
or?
Standard.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, and so then, Queen of Spades, the 8th, and the immediate heart.
Right, it just, I mean,
It's like,
a play that just can't possibly.
Yeah, like, again, student, I was like,
Whatever, she wasn't the greatest, it wasn't sharp, that's the
Right.
point. There were a bunch of times where the team wasn't sharp.
Like 6-9 on the lead.
Right.
Again, I think, a good pleasant hand.
So how did the auction go,
We
by the
actually
way?
were discussing it at the, I was there for those 2 boards, that was one of the few boards.
Right,
I was there
what
for.
did the auction go at your table?
It went.
Heart
a
spade?
Spade, there were 2 spades showing a game worse with 3.
Okay,
I did 3 spades.
okay,
I went 4 diamonds, making it presumably natural.
Right.
Passed 4 nil spade, 2 bids.
right,
Passed 5 clubs, passed 6 diamonds.
okay.
Come on.
I mean, how many
You know
spades?
they have 9 spades, like, you're playing for 2
And
spades.
then, right, like we do 2 spades, and I mean, also, one guy didn't bid key card, heard a club cupid and jumped 6 diamonds. Like,
Yeah, right, right.
I think, yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think-
the guy with 2 losing clubs.
We
by the way.
were discussing it at the table, at that thing, and I was like, club lead just has to be right on this auction.
You see, of course, we didn't understand.
You would lead it, and like your teammates would even say good things.
Right, but you see, and we were commenting, and we didn't know that Forno was,
Yeah, you thought it was key card.
I thought it was key
I
card.
thought it was key card too.
Right, so
And
then, like,
I still thought a club lead was
I
right.
mean, you could probably lead a club anyway, probably, but
Yeah.
if you knew it was a spade cupid, no one in the world would.
Yeah, somebody who didn't win black with it, so they're worried about it, they're probably like.
By the
okay.
way, and if your partner had like 4 little clubs, he might have even, oh, no, he couldn't double 4, no, that's not, right. I was saying, he might double
Yeah.
spades for the lead, but you can't double 4, no for the spade.
Yeah, actually, we would play, if they did four spades, double what they don't win.
Right, so, okay, whatever, but,
they're good, I certainly would have done that.
Yeah, but you
Okay,
you
and
almost
then-
always have 4 spades,
Right.
that's
So
like.
those 2 hands, I like, and then, we would look to make the two spades, or an obvious position ever, I'm gonna like force the line. There's that one, that was good, I didn't say anything all day.
I'm just trying to get Andrew out of his, I'm not going to bid funk, which he was in for most of this week.
oh, really? Well,
He just was not
it seems
bidding.
to work pretty well.
It just, when I know he's not bidding, I just bid more.
I see.
Like, things like 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 no, when he's not sharp, I'm just like,
Well, it's his hand.
well, no,
Your hand.
no, the one where he was discussing where the ace queen actually spades, I was saying that one. But like,
Oh,
there was a hand from early in the tournament,
Right.
where I knew he had some forgotten system, like, I'm guessing what to do. It's like this hand with, I'm trying to remember exactly what I had, I had a 16 count. It was 3, 3, 3, 4, but I started with cards.
Right.
I had a no trump, I had ace queen third of hearts.
Right.
I had jack third, ace queen third. I had king queen fourth of clubs. That's 7, 12, and like ace third of diamonds.
Right.
That's exactly what I had.
Right,
So I had a no trump.
right,
He was pocket statement.
right,
I did 3 clubs. He had his 3 spades or 4 hearts. I did 3 no, and he did 4 no, which doesn't exist for us.
Okay.
Because
why not?
we don't usually bid pocket statement and show. We don't usually bid statement 4x3.
Ah, yeah, I see, right.
Okay, and we play the.
So then, you should be bidding, which is what I play, you
4 of a minus
get
4.
your 4 of a minor, right?
So now the problem, because for exactly this match, he has 4 clubs, I don't really know.
Right, and you can,
But
right.
if he has 4 diamonds, I don't.
Yeah, that's good.
So I decided, I went right and bid 5
Right.
clubs.
Then we should try.
Caught him with,
Yeah, I'll give you an update
ace
during the
king
night.
third,
Unless I just.
king 10 four,
Feel much better.
queen and 1, and ace jack.
You come back on.
So it's like.
Yeah, I told you,
Club
I
and
told you.
3-2 is on the king and diamonds.
I'll
And
take
cards
it.
coming in, to squeeze
Right.
or this.
And what happens?
So if the squeeze
Okay,
works, then 20 per foot. But I'm saying, you know,
And I've
so things like this, first get inside to. I'm having a lot of decisions that are involved with something might be going on.
Did you see this, Berkowitz and Mexico
Det var på våra planeringar.
won the match from the Australians 2 or 3 rounds ago?
Okay, have a nice evening.
A diamond, or
A hard two.
no, a club, a heart, 2 hearts, 3 spades, and this guy had a club raise, and this guy but it was 6 spades.
Oh my God.
So they ended in 6 clubs.
Wait, they didn't know what it
It's
was.
club double. Yeah, Mac.
Correct. Well, somebody knew and somebody didn't.
Well, yeah, according to my sources, Mac fucked it up, but I'm not sure.
I
believe
guess
that too,
also.
because usually the person who forgets is the one who bids, just bids to our
Right,
thing.
so they ended in.
Good hand for screen.
Right, well, actually, clubs double down 3.
3 down.
And that was the match.
That was what, right, I mean, I think.
That, I was there were other boards, that was not for the match.
Right. And,
But that was,
but
it
the
was
game,
funny,
by the way, over 3 spades, he bid 5 clubs, and I think that Sartaj and David, who both knew what was going on, and I think David wrote to Sartaj, I guess I'm responding to exclusion. Even though it was just obvious that it was.
Yeah, David shouldn't pass 5 clubs, that was really stupid.
Well, it depends on the
Didn't he open
tempo. Yeah.
No, he'd opened a club,
Right.
especially if you think your partner showed 6 spades, and he could be bidding exclusion, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Again, this is why you have screens.
Do you think the tempo matters, though? If the screen is
no,
over,
because if someone bids 5 clubs, it's a weird bid, it's
I
not a
guess
fast
that's
bid. Like, someone bids exclusion, that could take a while.
yeah, I don't know, I would feel
If it's like 3 minutes,
If
that's
you play
different.
with
Yeah,
If
I
it's
agree.
30 seconds, it's not a big
you
deal.
know, and they're a pretty experienced pair. Like, I always feel with these people who play together a fair amount, somehow you sort of know.
It's funny, the tempo that I think would be really bad
Is immediate.
would be a really fast fight.
But then that's the problem with the other person.
Right.
If they can always hold the trick.
Yeah.
I had this hand once where it was exactly the same auction, both tables, and they bid a slam, and Chip took a long time, and then he passed. And at the other table, and I knew it was right to say it, only couldn't. So at the other table, it was the same auction, and the Clerkins had our cards, and the same hesitation, and this guy insta-saved. And he said, well, maybe my partner was thinking for 30 minutes about doubling, and it's like, okay, like, I know from Chip, he's not gonna think for 3 minutes, think about doubling and then pass.
Right.
And so he must know that his partner as well.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that. I actually do think, like, this is why all the polling stuff is, people love, like, regimented nonsense as opposed to, like, having to think about something hard.
Right.
And we had to think
about-
about, like, regular partnerships.
Right.
If there's a hesitation, let's say, over 30 seconds.
Right.
There should be a rebuttable presumption that you know what your partner is thinking about. I mean, again, sometimes it's like, oh, this hand, there could be many things.
Right.
But like in all those kind of situations,
Somehow.
Oh, by the way,
they just always know.
Weinstein and Levin
Right.
told us they told me in committee, I was like shocked the committee didn't get it,
Right.
that they cheated.
Really, what happened?
It was in the USPS committee a while ago, right?
Okay.
It was the auction with the.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know this.
So I can't remember the exact hand.
Right.
They had some auctions like, you know, gone a spade, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, has 3 spades,
Right.
has 4 clubs.
Right.
Which, what, they had a misunderstanding,
Right.
but 4 clubs pass, 4 diamonds
Right.
pass, a really, like, 2.5 minutes.
Right.
4 spades,
Right.
right? And now Steve Weinstein on like 7 spades and 2 diamonds.
Right.
Said 5 no choice of
Wow.
slams. 5 no choice of slams, right?
Right.
And when
They do
I
that all
asked,
the time.
and when I asked them,
Right.
when I said something, Bobby Lett, the committee said, I would never take 2 minutes if I had a borderline slam card. I would never do that.
Well.
So he's just saying, oh, it means I didn't know what was going on the auction,
Right.
and my partner now immediately responded, choice of slams.
It's amazing.
It's like, by the way, and Stevie said 4 clubs was clearly a Cuban support of hearts.
I'm amazed at that.
And he said 4 clubs is always a Cuban support of spades. I lost the committee.
You lost it. Wow.
He said 4 clubs is clearly a Cuban according to spades according to agreement, and now with ace, queen, 7 spades, he offered diamonds with 2.
I would say the worst things are.
Right? Just cheating.
So yesterday in my stupid
They
swim,
will do whatever they can get over there.
playing against Mono DeFranco, went 1 note, 4 hearts, 4 spades, leads queen of hearts, 10 thirds and dummy. You know, I take my normal 20, 30 seconds, I call low, his partner takes a minute more and plays low.
What?
Right, a low, I win my king, I lead low. Low, of course, because like, he knows that I don't have the ace, his partner's already shown the ace.
Yeah, although,
But by the way,
Nobody
this
would get
is actually on the current ACBL
Right.
rules, you are allowed to call it.
No, I knew I could call, but it wasn't gonna matter in the
Well,
hand.
they
had
made it make, I think I'm one of the people who pushed for it, because I kept on yelling at the committee. But, what they said was, declarer cannot claim a false inference from the person thinking it's the third seat. You know what that means? That means they're very distinctly saying that their partner is under.
Well, they're not distinctly saying it, are they?
But they're implying it, though. Well, it's the same as everything else. If they're saying that the first trick is, tempo is different for declare only, aren't they?
Well, the point is, in theory, if they're saying you could plan the defense unlimitedly, but
No, I think they were making a clear point, they weren't saying that.
they are, because the declarer can't take an inference from the tempo, which means the person can be sitting there planning there.
What
But I just think it should be, they should have some amount of time.
Well, I actually think they should just have a fucking
Clock.
clock on the table.
30 seconds, and then everyone has to
After
play.
30 seconds,
Yeah.
declare has to play from dummy if they have no problem,
Right.
immediately.
I don't even mind if they, have it be slightly asymmetrical and declare can think as long as they want, but certainly, if declare has called for a card, third hand
Right.
has to play.
I think though,
Unless,
I always feel if you insta-play from dummy, you're gonna get screwed in the tempo no matter what.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
don't do that.
yeah.
But wait, and what do you think about the following though? Opening leader is leading this guy's suit, opening leader led the ace, you think through 20
Yeah.
seconds, you call low from dummy, and he thinks for
Well, again, you should just
a
have,
minute, and he plays a spot card.
I'm saying, you just, in my, again, if I were in charge, I would sort of say, a lot of these hesitate, so there's two separate things, right? There's, the rules about score adjustment.
Right.
But then, separate and apart from that, the laws do say that players should strive to maintain an even tempo. So I would basically say, based on that, if you are breaking tempo in tempo-sensitive situations, we're just going to give you a procedural penalty on top of,
Right.
whatever
agree with that, Aaron?
the score adjustment.
So I think there should, I'm not sure about a procedural penalty, but I think that
No, because it's too hard.
I agree.
It's too hard. The problem is, hands are too complicated. Directors can never figure it out.
If you don't know their signaling methods, exactly how they signal, it's
Right.
really hard to
I also think actually,
I will say,
I think you should have to signal in tempo. I really do.
I mean, or if it's clear, in other words, I think you can take, if it's a clear signaling situation,
Right.
in other words, as opposed to you might just be following suit or
Right.
something like that, the partner leads an ace, you're trying to encourage or not,
Right.
you can take all the time you want, the partner better follow your fucking signal.
Right, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Right, the worst thing that ever happened, the thing I yelled at my opponent's most
Right.
part was Billy and Roseanne Pollock.
Kill it.
Okay, it was like a sectional. And
Right.
it wasn't even that big a deal, it was
Right.
hard sport.
Right,
And I didn't call the director, I yelled at them forever.
right,
Because Roseanne led something,
right,
and Billy took literally 3 minutes
right.
to pitch an odd even encouraging diamond, because he decided that encouraging from nothing, right, was the right defense on
Well,
his hand. Okay, that's
right,
fine,
as long as
that's
you
fine.
follow it, it's fine.
That's fine, and now Roseanne took 3 minutes to figure out that he might be doing this and to
Well,
not follow
you see,
the
that's
signal.
what you can't do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I'm saying, if something like that happened, I think that it's not it's if this ever happens again, it'll be your last hand of bridge. In other words, we don't.
Right, well, I actually told them,
Yeah.
I told them, I said, I'm not calling you director because it's a sectional fucking thing, and I don't want to create a big incident about this. If I ever see this happen again, I'm gonna call a C&E committee.
Well-
That's what I was like, this is just cheating.
Also, particularly if the player's good, they always say, well, I figured out that it couldn't really be right. Yes, it's a lot easier to figure
When
out.
you know you have something to think about.
Right,
Like,
and
I call this, in the bidding, I call this the responsive huddle. One person, it's so often, somebody huddles, and then their partner, huddles for a while, trying to, cater to the edge cases.
Right.
Yeah.
Because how many times have you seen someone make a not careful bid or not careful play? If I could just warn my partner,
A
this is the
million,
time to be careful.
everyone does that. Well,
one of the things that I do is-
warning partner, this is really.
One of the things that I do that, which I think hurts us in a lot of ways,
Right.
is I almost always have picked my lead before the auction's over.
Huh, that's interesting.
Well, because as the auction's going on, if I'm not bidding, right,
Right.
one of the main things I'm thinking about is, what am I going to lead if I'm on lead against different contracts? Because I don't want them to be able to feel that my lead's fast or slow, so I tend to have my lead ready.
Yeah,
So-
I do the same.
I sort of do the opposite.
Well, you can do slow tempo, but even tempo.
Because I don't like to, because I don't feel it's fair to be thinking about the lead in the auction and then take 30 seconds and then lead. In other words,
I don't think
when you're thinking about nothing.
Okay, I will say.
Oh, yeah.
Right, no, I will say no one takes 30 seconds to lead every time.
Right.
So you can't, if you're gonna ever take 30 seconds,
Right.
you can take 5. But if you're gonna take more than 5.
Yeah, and again, sometimes,
And you know,
sometimes
sometimes
it's
you need
different,
it, but-
sometimes it's different because it's not a tempo sensitive situation.
Yeah.
If you're leading into slam or something, it's
Yeah.
like,
No.
obviously the person's just trying to figure out what the
Right.
right lead, you know, there's no
But I mean,
inference.
you know,
But one no
we
pass,
can't-
3 no, you have to just.
Right.
Yeah, one of us, 3, no, you can't take 30 seconds and then.
I don't think you can take 10 seconds.
I don't think you take 10,
No,
I think you have five
No, I would agree.
seconds.
By the way,
And-
you know, also, all these pairs who play ace from ace king, which you know is my bugaboo, I'd like to see a hand where it got screwed up. Which, by the way, I have seen certain pairs, it's gone like ace, low, queen, and declare at the king 10. Because like, he really didn't know to get an ace from ace king, but it's remarkable how some of the European pairs never seem to get that wrong.
Yeah, goddamn Europeans.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
all
I'm
cheating.
sure they say the same about the
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had one hand against Record Hansen, like,
Well, that is like a notorious pair.
yeah, well,
Even
no,
here.
he did not double a club with 4-4, 3-2 and 11 counts, it was hard to make anyway. Then I let it play, then we had ace, queen, 10.
Right.
And I thought for maybe 30, 40 seconds, and I played a 10.
Right.
And he immediately, I'm just thinking about the hand. And then he fought for 2 minutes, and they played low on the king.
Wow, I'm surprised. That is shocking.
Did you call the director?
No, probably. Like, yeah, I went down afterwards, and then he gave me a chance to make, but I had to guess who had the queen of diamonds, and I know. But then I played queen of clubs. I always took with a jack from my hand, played queen of clubs, then I made ace 10 first, king 8, 10 of clubs stuck, then I club to jack. And now it took like at least half a minute to pitch a heart. And his hand was 4 little spades, ace queen 4th and heart, queen 3rd and diamonds, and king dozen clubs. And then we had ace queen 10, jack 4th, 3 little ace 10 first. Like, why is it so difficult to pitch a heart and that also?
Well, I doubt he was trying to screw you there, but
Yeah.
say there's no problem when you have ace, queen, 10, and then you die.
Yeah, and the point is, again, the rules should be.
By the way,
They
I
don't
also
like
think
that thing
about
when
the
you
whole
think
hand,
Right.
or arranging all those things, no one should be allowed to say that. You're
I-
not allowed to say that. Whatever said,
No,
you're
no,
allowed to tell your partner what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
But I mean,
True.
No,
here's the
no,
question,
it's
how do
just
you
illegal.
feel- So what do you think about that when partner leaves and declare plays love from dummy instantly? You just be silent and do whatever you do.
Okay, if the ACBL rules, the way it currently is,
Right.
says, if the ACBL should set a rule for fucking trick one. As
I mean,
everyone else should.
ACBL will never set a rule. You want to set a rule, you two are,
USB.
many time USBF muck.
Right.
If there's a rule that's set in the USBF, there's a
Right.
good chance the ACBL
I
will
think that's
adopt
fine.
it.
I was trying to think what the right rule is.
I've been wanting to do this
I
for years.
want a rule where it's like 20 seconds. What we do on the tab, the problem with tabs, we have a forced rule.
Yes, exactly.
And what we
One of the
actually
things
say
I
is we
like
force
about
20
tablet.
seconds, and then we say, if the next 10 takes more than a few seconds, it's a hesitation.
No, again, not a few seconds, like whatever, pick a time, if it's not 20 seconds, it's 30 seconds, whatever it is, but after that, it's like playing any card, you have to play.
I think trick one should be the same as every other trick.
No, I mean after a certain.
After a certain amount of time.
Yeah, yeah.
If there's a forced delay, whatever it is, 20, 30 seconds.
Right.
I mean,
And after that-
it's not 20 seconds now.
It's 15 or 20, but
No,
yeah.
I don't.
Wait, in the USDF, you're
Yeah.
saying? I thought it was 20 in the
I
USDF.
thought it was 20 forced, but
You get 20 free seconds?
I thought that,
I think it's 20.
I thought that was the rule. But
I mean,
it-
nobody has ever, it's like,
I think it's 20 seconds, you can take 20 to 30 seconds.
of neutral time?
Of neutral time, and then if
Because also, my other feeling is that for that stuff, there should be no neutral time for that. It should count against the pair card. In other words,
What do you mean, Chris? I'm not
declare taking time at trick one.
oh no, it's only, there's a force, it won't let the card be played for at least 10 or 15 seconds. It won't come out, it won't come out.
And they change the software.
Definitely not.
No, yes, it is, if you
Is it
play
new? Because
you can play it, it just doesn't get sent to the other side of the screen. You play whenever you want, but
Right.
it gets held,
it's maybe 5 or 10 seconds.
it's at least 15.
Because oftentimes it's a boring hand, and I play quickly where, it's not a tempo-sensitive situation
Well,
for
it's
them.
supposed to be. They at least said they were going to do it.
Okay, they didn't do it, I promise.
Okay, so it'll probably be set for next year. I think that's a really good thing to do.
But everyone should know it, there should be a little timer on the screen, because for declare, if it's, I don't think there should be neutral time. I think declare should be entitled to take a certain amount, and after that, you have to play if you don't have a problem. But I don't think it should be neutral time. In other words, declare is using it to play on the fly, that's the time you're using.
So, the hand that I was playing with Chip against Mix Up in Rodwell in a pair event, and something happened, thing happened, so we called the director, and we said, well, such and such happened, and the director said, don't you guys know the rules that such and such happened? And we all said, no. And he said, well, everybody knows it. I said, well, the four of us have played a fair match. None of us know it. I think it's probably not known by everybody.
I've had directors make up so many rules.
Oh.
But not back on. I mean, it would really be good, because here it's just the Europeans,
Right.
Southern Europeans,
Right.
just run wild with this stuff,
I say the Mediterranean.
Yeah, Mediterranean.
Right.
It's and even within the U.S., obviously we have our bad actors too.
I'm never saying everywhere.
No, I mean, look, all
by the way,
the nickel pairs.
I hadn't appreciated how much people in other countries dislike Lebanon Weinstein.
Well, because they're
No,
horribly unethical. So.
I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just saying that I hadn't realized how widespread it was. I mean, I didn't think the same thing was true about Hampton and Greco, but I think.
Yeah,
I think it's probably more for them.
Oh, really?
More?
Greco is not very.
Greco is considered pretty slimy.
Even Hargamo thinks he could beat that, and he just, I've never heard him say that, but.
Well, I think
that with anybody else in him, I think.
I mean, he did have that one. We were talking about before. It's double damage, total cheating against us. It cost him 5 minutes, so nobody can complain.
Well, he had an incident
Which sort of
disappeared as CNE interest back when he was a kid playing with his father. They did one of these. They were doing these hesitations for lead directional doubles. Whenever they had a lead directional double, they were thinking for a long time and then not making it just so they wouldn't have to risk the contract. And then they would just leave the suit that a lead directional double would go for.
Wow. They couldn't I mean.
Well, someone reported them for that, and then it was just they
that seems like a remarkably.
The hand against us, I don't even know what his spades were. This was a hand we won. This is the hand you were telling me quite 4-heart overcall or whatever.
Oh, right.
So it went, I'm trying to think who we were comparing with. Must have been, I guess it was you guys. I think it was the third quarter.
It was the third or fourth quarter,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So it was you guys, one of you had the...
Just Hampton was the fourth, because they were sitting out there.
Oh, yeah, four.
Okay.
So one of you had the stiff king of hearts and 6 spades. So you just had a pretty, claiming 6 spades on the diamond.
Yeah, you get a 6-4 spade set. And you
one of you opened a spade, and they overcalled 3 hearts against you.
3 hearts, your partner bid, where you bid 4 hearts, and someone bid blackwood and whatever.
So I don't know, do you remember what the spades were in the 6-card spade?
I think it was ace, jack, 10, 4th, opposite, king, queen, 6.
Yeah. So it was king, queen, 6 with spades, and the stiff king of hearts, and then opening hand. You opened a spade, I overcalled, all white, I overcalled 4 hearts.
Right.
I passed the spade, 4 hearts. 2-minute double pass, and he passed with king, queen, 6 with spades, and the stiff king of hearts. So I was just saying, well, it would have...
Wait, doesn't that suggest ethical things?
No. Why would you ever pass enough at 4 spades? Your partner made a takeout double and you passed with a stiff. You think they don't have a real...
I
know. You know your partner has, the partner had a 3-no bid with just a lot of points.
Well, he didn't have a 3-no bid over 4 hearts.
He had a hand that would have bid 3
I see,
normally.
wait.
He doesn't have a normal takeout issue.
He doesn't have a double heart.
No, sure, but I would have thought that when he thinks a long time in doubles, he probably has some space for it.
No, I would think when he thinks in a long time to double, he's worried that...
He has a technical pass.
He's worried about his partner bidding 4 spades, he wants to make a penalty double.
Yeah.
I see, that's interesting.
Or he's worried about his partner bidding a minor.
5 club, sure.
He's worried about something, he wants to make a penalty double. When you make a slow takeout double, it's actually one of the things I yell the one time I yelled when the phone called the director.
Right.
Was one thing where it went like heart, 3 spades, and my partner Scott Levine.
Right.
Took 3 minutes to make a negative double.
Right.
And it went past.
Right.
And I had 2, 5, 2, 4, 13 down.
Right.
I bid 4 clubs.
4 clubs, good, excellent bid, I think.
And it went all past.
Right.
They called the director when I bid 4 clubs. Okay. Okay, it's fine.
Right.
I don't care. They called the director. He put down some off-shape hand, but he has to have 5 clubs.
Right.
So we rolled 130.
Right.
Right? I don't think I would make a double his hand, but whatever.
Okay.
You know, it was like 3, 2, 3, 5, 10.
He made a tech double and you took it out. That was.
Right, and so they called the director and said, well, he made 130. I was like, okay. I don't know. He made a takeout double. I had a minimum hand without a trump stack. I did my longest suit. What do you expect? I was like, just because when someone hesitates, we got a good result, does not mean you need to call the director. That's exactly what I said. I said it was the most ridiculous waste of time. I said I know it's on the rules, but people should get procedural penalties for asking for something when they know it was normal.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's like, why should you?
But anyway, USBF.
Right.
Like,
all right.
There are a few things I'm trying to get done in my.
Waning years.
Well, I have more time.
because I think,
on.
like, you know, if we have, you
How much
know,
more time do you have?
Well, I have a little more time as president, but I'm on the board for a couple more years.
Right.
Probably. I'm happy to go off if anyone wants to get me off.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt by the end. It's like, really? I said.
But my 4th year of presidency is this year, so I'm done.
I think I was president for 6 years. Am I wrong?
No, 2 2-year terms was the.
Oh, yeah.
The term actually said, the rule actually says 2 terms.
Right.
When they switched the terms from 2 years to 1 year,
Oh.
they didn't mean to.
Right, I see.
So they just let me do
By the
it.
way, is Boya ill?
Yeah.
It sounds like that now. Oh, yes, it is.
Dana said she's not feeling great either, so I guess, maybe something going around.
Oh.
As usual.
But yeah, the 2 things I want to do is that, and I also want to do our polling procedures. That's my big.
Oh, this is my thing.
That's my big.
No more polling, no more
No,
polling.
I want, actually, I'm saying if you're polling, first of all, I want it all recorded, the conversation, and I want it to be accessible to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Accessible. None of this, the director's saying, we can't even tell you who we polled.
Right.
Because that's an ACBL rule. It's like, I don't give a shit what the ACBL says.
Right.
What choice do you have besides polling, Chris?
Well, but,
Doing it that way. So there's.
well, no, you're allowed to poll, but poll has to be very,
No, fine. I know, but
Okay.
he
So here's-
wants no polling.
Well, okay, so I'm like slightly overstating the case. What I want, so that, here's like the way I think about this, right?
Here it is.
So let's imagine, that you have, somebody has the following hand, they have ace, queen, jack, fifth. This is just a demonstrative principle. Ace, queen, jack, fifth, 2 little, 3 little, 3 little.
Okay.
Okay. It goes 1 heart on that right,
Right.
and they choose to pass.
Okay.
And it goes 2 hearts, pass, and the partner thinks for a long time and passes,
Right.
pass, and how they balance with 2 spades.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say you now want to go poll to see whether the person should be allowed to bid 2 spades.
Okay.
You would need to make sure that everybody you poll agreed to pass the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so in this case, it's very simple, and this is the kind of stuff that like would happen in the clubs, and so like polling in clubs or like regionals and
Right.
that kind of thing is a great solution. What happens in practice, like most of the difficult rulings, hesitation spots, at high level, which like people, these threshold things early on aren't what come up in a USBF appeal.
Right.
What comes up is some like 5th round bid, like this hand against Levin and Weinstein, where the guy on like the 4th round of the bidding bid a slow 4 spades, and now his partner with 5 no trump.
Right.
There's no way that you're ever going to get a pollee that would have done all exactly of those
Right.
things earlier. So it doesn't work.
right, well,
It doesn't
and by
work.
the way, the director in this situation was saying, a lot of people would have raised diamonds or bid 5 times earlier.
Right.
It's like, okay,
It's like,
exactly.
well, that doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Those people aren't relevant.
Right.
And that, a lot of, by the way, the directors have, and
They don't
USAF
understand.
have done so badly, like the junior trials, like Avery got one thing where her teammate, without consulting, asked for a ruling about one thing, but didn't ask about the right thing.
Right.
And so when they consulted, they decided to ask around about that.
Right.
And when they talked to everyone, they're like, no, that's not the right thing to be asking about, you should be asking about this. And they're saying, no, we're not going to.
So anyway,
But it's just like, and by the way, how about the rule?
You do it the way it's written in the rules.
But
You sort of say, your partner, you try to come up with the best question you can for, what I would do in that spot is be like, what's the worst hand that you could imagine from your partner on this sequence or something like that?
Right.
And see if that hand makes slam. And if people are giving hands that don't make slam, then pass is a logical alternative.
You
Also,
need
by
some
the
pretty
way-
good players to do this, and they're
Yeah.
usually playing in the event.
No, you
And the other thing that you need to do is, like, the premise of the directors in the poll, like, the fact that they polled, there was some auction against Wolfson, where Wolfson had ace, king, 10 hearts.
Right.
Oh my
Fourth
God.
chair.
Right.
He took him, he went whatever.
Right.
So see, what
He
happened
took,
is he called instantly from, I led something, he called instantly from dummy.
Right.
Partner played, and now from ace king doubleton, he took 20 seconds to play.
Okay, and now both people decided their partner had the ace. Okay?
Right.
Now, this is clearly the qualification of an innocent opponent, took an inference with no bridge problem, right?
Right.
So that's that question. But what they actually decided was, they pulled one inference declared they should take.
Yeah, it's not a polling situation.
That's not a polling situation.
Right, the problem is that you need something like that 100 IQ people can enforce.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's very hard to do that, though.
Well, I think in other words, but basically it should be done, like there should be
No,
some, like sort of a referee for each tournament that like helps them construct the poll.
Right.
Something like that. It could be a European, if it's
Right.
a CF thing or something.
Right.
There has to, or there's probably one good player somewhere that's not playing
Right.
or something like that. But the polling is, again, it's like, we're gonna have this like regimented thing that just spouts nonsense instead of trying to do it the right way.
And by the way, one of the things you have to say, the poll has to include the words of the law. So for example, if it's a polling on logical alternative, you can't just say, what would you bet?
Right.
You have to say,
Nobody, by the way,
but they don't, when they did the
been-
survey, they've been,
that's been the worst.
the ACBL's moved towards like, oh, we don't give them the auction,
Right.
forced auction,
So-
we just let them bid.
Yeah.
But that's been the worst offenders in my experience about logical alternatives. It's not what you would bid, is it logical to
Right.
think about bidding?
That's
two
why
things in a match?
you should sort of like,
Well, it's one of the things I actually.
you have to like, maybe this is the thing to do. You can poll the counterfactual. You give, this other hand where like slam is down,
Right.
and then you poll and see if the person would bid it the same way. Something like that where you can actually, get an answer. But also, directors should not be setting USDF policy about anything. The director is a caddy. Their job is.
Well, they're not a caddy.
They're a caddy.
And they're,
They're caddy, and they're.
They're supposed to be an expert in what they're doing, but they're not supposed to be setting policy. In other words,
Right.
the fact that the ACBL had a rule, but like, one of the things that shocked me is they were like, well, the ACBL tells us we're not allowed to release who we asked on the poll. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
where does
Who
that?
cares what the ACBL rules are?
Right.
So that's the kind of thing. And so for that, obviously, the board should speak. But for bridge decisions, this is my idea. I think this is a great idea. There should be a Supreme Court of Bridge.
Right.
Okay. So some ruling gets made,
Yeah.
and after the event,
Right.
it's considered by a panel. You have like the 5
Right.
best experts in bridge and the
Right.
laws, and they decide what should have happened. So
Right.
it's obviously, it's after the event, so
Right.
it doesn't adjust the results or
Right.
anything like that, but it's a binding precedent on the directors in the future.
That's interesting.
So the players basically set policy. So for example, this huddling with the ace king doubleton, is it allowed, is it not allowed? That could be, the board could sort of take it and say like, we're not allowing that, but otherwise it's determined by the Supreme Court of Bridge, and then, it doesn't matter what Chris Carmichael thinks, like, they have to follow the rules.
By the way, and this is about the ace king doubleton. I called the director at one of the polls let Chip wanted, he played something, he thought for 40 seconds and played low with a singleton. And I called the director, and Chip was annoyed at me, like, you shouldn't be calling the director on something like that. I'm like, I don't understand
Yeah.
why, he thought for at least 30 seconds, I think it was 40 actually, with his singleton, and then it's like, oh, well, I was thinking about the hand, he said.
Let's play and think
I think about that, I play with singleton and then think.
But so there's all these things, the director should not be setting policy. So I think, again, you just pick good people, you have like the Adam Wozowskis and Michael Rosenberg of the world, like the thoughtful people.
Right.
And you get, 5 of them, who are like good enough players to understand the hand,
But, by the way, I don't think it's fair to taint the Mediterranean things when you also have the Pole stuff.
I actually think,
I don't think the polls are as bad as.
Really?
you know,
On average.
Kalina, but, you know, not all.
Oh, I'm not saying every single one,
I
but
think the polls are like Americans, I mean, there's some bits on that.
I think there's, all right, I have to
But
go.
seriously,
Yeah,
if
we wanna get this
to
together.
bring Porter Bridge, because we put together, like, that's gonna be the best way to have policy about, like, how to handle conflict of interest. You know, I mean, just build the case law. All right, I think, Aaron, I'll be part of it.
No, I was not following you, I was gonna.
Okay.
You're talking about the way out.
Okay,
See you tomorrow. In the tiny venue right here.
it's gonna.
22 is what I heard.
What?
It's awesome.
No, but I mean, I'm just surprised because it was much bigger a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like 40 something, what happens if they have to do? Okay, well.
They're trying to figure out what they're gonna do with it, because they can't do 22 to 20.
No, we're gonna do 22 to.
15 or 14.
I think it's 22 to 14.
Then 14 to 8. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. It's
Well,
like-
they just can't really do the normal thing. This is gonna give you a quick personal heads up. There's been stuff going on with you, so that a little bit for the start of that, I've been trying to be concentrated, but like, small thing. His jacket. I like my mother fell over her shoulder a little while ago, and then went to the hospital, and then got kidney failure through painkillers. So she's maybe okay, but they're doing a million tests to figure out if the kidney failure was because of the painkillers or because of something else the painkillers just exacerbated it, you know, like all this stuff that.
She has good care.
We think so, but, you know, she has people she's having, they can talk to, my parents are very private about this shit. It's like hard to get it, like, they wouldn't tell me things going on during the nationals because they don't want me to work.
That's that generation, for sure.
And then on top of it, I have the same sort of stuff, which is like, likely to have either prostate cancer or renal cancer or something else. So I have a lot of tests coming up. So it's like, it probably, the most single likely thing is a minor version of prostate cancer, which is not a big deal. That is by far the most likely. But, you know, it's not, it's still making me not sleep well. Like, this whole tournament has been like,
That's crazy.
it's like all going at the same time, I'm just, I just fall apart. So I just want to say that